be in the promotion relegation tournament,
Yep.
trying to fight to keep their spot in the BPL.
They'll be playing against Noble.
They will be. And now we have one more. There's going to be one more tiebreaker match. You see it right there on the screen.
Una
I
más.
see it on the screen. Atrocity Exhibition against Empath. I always say exhibition, so weird because I'm trying to
Exhibition.
Exhibition.
Yeah.
Atrocity Exhibition against Empath.
That H is weird.
How you feeling about this one?
Good. I want to see this match. I'm very excited. Like I mentioned, I think these two are very evenly matched, and I'm not sure which way it'll go. Of course, in their latest meetup, Atrocity Exhibition pulled ahead off the back of amazing play from Fireblaze and Flappy Penguin. Flappy Penguin popped off the last time these two teams played. The Alicia looked incredibly good. I'm interested to see whether or not Empath is going to have a solution to it.
I want to see the Crashka again. I really want to see the Crashka.
The Crashka?
The Krokashka.
Oh, I was like, huh? I thought you were like saying Trashka, like being
Whoa!
BM. I was like, whoa.
My God!
I was like, Carpet, you're toxic.
We were just talking about how nice Flappy Penguin was and how he's getting what he deserves.
That's why I was like, dang, that's rough.
Yeah. That's me, the most BM caster in the world. We're going to get into the ban phase, or I keep saying that. The pick phase, there's no bans. We're going to see Alicia and Olda for the first pick. And again, this is can I even call it a best of one?
Yes.
Is best of one a thing?
Yes.
But that shouldn't make any sense. It's a best of a single thing.
Yes, it's a single match.
Yeah, I think single match is probably good.
Isn't a single match a best of one, though? I'm sorry, Carpet.
No, you're right, though. That's why I don't know how I feel about it.
That's
Single
why
match, win score 5. Single match, win score 5. Whoever takes it, takes the cake. We're going to see Pestilus, and there it is. There's the Rygon. The Rygon from Fireblaze.
Yep, so I expect Atrocity Exhibition to finish this up with the Alicia. And on the other side, we got that Pestilus. So 3 Pestilus in the last 2 matches. Bit of a resurgence here. And this is Wildebeest. He's very good at this character. It's kind of like Wildebeest's specialty to be good at M1 healers.
Yeah.
He doesn't play the Xander too much, but he's very good at Pestilus and very good at Paloma. So to see him on this character is not too surprising. I also really like the burst heal it can provide, and it also handles the Rygon very well on the backline.
Yeah.
You just toss up that panic, and Rygon doesn't have many iframes, so he doesn't have a way to get away from that panic, especially with the bounce. Just a great zoning duel against the Rygon.
And you can put that queen up to stop him from closing that gap, so you can use it to try and help eat his M2. Well, it might pierce a little bit through. And if you just, what you'll see a really good Pestilus do is put that queen down and then just kind of play ring around the rosy with it. Like, good luck, can't hit me with it.
Yep.
Now, we're actually going to see Freya for the last one, and there's the Alicia you were speaking of for the side of Atrocity.
I like the Freya for Empath. I think it's very good against Rygon. Of course, Thunderclap don't care about no parry.
Thunderclap don't care.
Don't care about no parry. So you're going to end up eating that damage and have static applied on you, which is not what you want to have happen as a Rygon, because Rygon's a character that wants to dominate a 1v1, and you're simply not going to win a 1v1 against a Freya when you have static on you.
Yep, well, you're not going to get points for predictions, but what do you guys think? I don't like asking you guys many things, but I might as well let you all spam some random stuff in the chat. You got 2 teams to pick from. Don't pick any others, or I'll actually take points away from you on your predictions earlier.
Spam 1 if you think Atrocity Exhibition will win.
There you go.
Yeah.
And no other numbers.
No.
2. No. You know what? Spam 1 for Atrocity. Spam 6 for Empath.
6? Why 6?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I don't like 2 through 5.
This is why we have you. You're the one that comes up with random things.
I'm the wild card, baby.
Yeah. Oh, chat. What's wrong with you? Why are you spamming 2s and 3s?
They're gonna spam anything else that we asked because that is chat.
It's because you said you'll be mad at them if they say anything else. You did this to us,
I'm taking
Carpet.
points away from all of you. Look, I'm keeping track of your names.
Yeah, I got my notebook out. I'm speed
Go on,
writing
take
this.
a look. Go on your prediction website. Now you've all got like negative 50 points.
Dude, are you taking their chests?
My dad works at SLS, and he can ban you.
Yeah, my dad is SLS. I hope you all know your points are gone.
My dad is Mr. Stunlock Studios. He will ban you. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna get all your points taken away from you, all your chests. I'm gonna give you anti-chests.
Anti-chest.
You think it's a chest? You open it, it takes out.
You open it and you lose a legendary.
Yeah,
skin.
that's right.
Battlerite.
So you be careful.
Battlerite. We got a game. We're in here. Both of these comps very interesting. I'm excited to see this Pestilus. It's going to be a true test of skill for Fireblaze if he can handle these panics in zone or space properly against the Pestilus. Not an easy thing to do, but you know I'm riding the Fireblaze bandwagon as of late.
He gets the E, knock up.
Look at that, beautiful movement. He actually, unfortunately, gets hit by that second bounce. That was almost flawless to start the round off for Fireblaze.
He does a great job of moving around, using his R. There's the damage on the Freya, knowing she had no counter. She didn't want to use the iframe to deal with his R.
Nice pet onto the Freya.
Oh, there's the damage on the Chalt. In cap onto the support, which means Chalt might need to use this ult just to get out of there. Knowing that Fireblaze has the spacebar, she's holding it as long as possible.
What?
That
in cap right after the parry. Oh, the freeze though comes out. Now the older ultimate's going to be chained. They might find the kill here on Chalt, but the ice block, and he's going to heal up.
Oh my god, look at that. Not only does he shield himself, but he heals up a good chunk as well. This orb is going to get easily taken by Flappy Penguin.
That was good. Fireblaze, though, he's still very low, and this Older's out of position. They didn't hit that shield. Older now not going to have space for a couple more seconds. And Freya just running at him.
Chalt does have an ultimate. He's been holding it and waiting for that moment. Freak's got an ultimate as well, though, so he'll be able to save somebody. Once Chalt thinks he can get the damage, Wildebeest might be able to start forcing it. Oh no, there's the Older ultimate already.
Wow, they found it. I didn't think they'd be able to find a stun with it, but they don't get much value out of it, and that's a lot of energy. But Chalt, he's not doing too well. He gets frozen. Will they find the kill here? Flappy Penguin wants it, but Chalt was left with 1 HP. They finally get the kill,
The
though.
burst heal, but they might get the cross kill here on the Flappy.
Fly, Flappy, fly.
Get out of there.
Oh.
Incapacitate onto Freya, which means they're just going to hunt down Wildebeest. It's looking like Atrocity might have this first round. Yes, they indeed do. They indeed do.
Oh, the Dragon Palm to push the Freya out of the Older ultimate. That's when Freak's like, Fireblaze, come on, don't troll me like that, bro.
Fireblaze wants to kill.
Yeah, that's Fireblaze's kill.
Yeah.
Flappy Penguin did really well. We were spending so much time focusing on Wildebeest and Ogflosion and their fight with Freak and Fireblaze that we just simply didn't notice Flappy Penguin destroyed Chalt in the 1v1. He got so much damage and didn't take too much himself, and Flappy Penguin also helped secure the orb. This dude, he's playing so well.
He really has been. Wildebeest on Peschels, playing confidently. A couple of really good panics, especially early on.
Yeah.
Really trying to ruin that great opening for Fireblaze. Panic can be so crippling. That one, not so much. Doesn't find anybody, but it does force the space for Flappy Penguin.
Fireblaze playing beautifully.
Look at him go! And the parry's out!
God.
Oh, this is going to be so much damage. Forcing the space out of Peschels, which means they know their next target. At least he does. He wants to try and find him. Incapacity. No, it just misses. But
he's dominating. Fireblaze is taking almost no damage. He finally takes a small chunk of true HP, but next to nothing. An Atrocity Exhibition off the back of beautiful aggression from the Rygon managed to take the orb for free. Ogflosion having no energy, no HP, gets chunked again.
Oh god, Chalt. Every time he shows face, he just gets smacked with an M2 from somebody. That might be the end of... Is he actually going to go down? Ogflosion does. Not baiting into that counter.
Ooh, nice ulti.
Too.
Still, though, all of the damage coming out onto Chalt right now. He can't really do much simply because of the pressure. Now the in-cap going to set up even more damage. The Heavenly Strike lands. And I'm so impressed, Carpet.
They are doing a look at the health pool right now. 70%. That's right, I'm saying it. Wow. 76% now.
Did you know 6 is less than 7?
Really?
Yeah, so that number, like, if you look at it, it just goes from 7 to 6. That's one less.
That's super weird.
Yeah, okay, Battlerite. But, yeah, Chalt's having a bit of a rough time, and Fireblaze, on the other hand, that opener was nearly flawless.
Yeah.
Like, he took, like, no damage and was so disruptive. We saw all 3 characters of Empath turn onto him and try to get some damage, but he held his parry so late in that engagement that he was able to reflect so much damage because they threw everything onto him, and he was just like, I still got parry, guys.
Chalt wants to find a target, but it's tough. He has to worry about parry, has to worry about Chronoflux and the Ice Crown. Everyone has something to answer as M2, which is usually how he wants to find that max health damage. Freya, oh, Ogflosion. Not doing so great right now. There's the freeze. He's going to sit there in the middle, wanting to help out his teammates. Incapacitate on their support. This is their chance to lock down that max damage, but Fireblaze will struggle to get out of there in time. Freya still takes so much damage. RR, maybe get the parry. No, the ultimate, the Older ultimate to try and get the stun onto Freya. Will they try and take her down? She just gets out of it in time. The counter comes out.
Wow, that shield. Wow.
Oh.
Such a messy round. I thought for sure Empath was favored going into that, but then the Older ultimate allowing so much damage to come out so quickly onto the stunned Freya. And man, Atrocity Exhibition is just running away with this game, Carpet.
You talked about the first week that we weren't too happy to see as many Rygon picks as we did.
Yeah.
But Fireblaze on Rygon, I'm in.
This is a cool thing about Atrocity Exhibition too. They seem like the one team in North America that stuck with it and figured out how they need to play. They found this sick pairing with Rygon and Alicia. I'm really glad you brought this point up because the Alicia working so well with the Rygon, and these guys have kind of innovated their own comp and their own way to play, which is very cool to see. Fireblaze, he's going in, he's always getting that help from Flappy Penguin. And these guys, they seem to have figured out how you need to play that Rygon.
The shield to help apply the freeze buff. Or debuff, I should say, so the Flappy Penguin can almost always lock down freezes. I mean, look at that, already opening up. Fireblaze almost not taking any damage, finding to break line of sight and then pushing everybody back. what is happening
Sick
right
Petrify.
now.
Amazing Petrify coming out from Freak. It's pretty hard to land it on the Freya simply because of her iframes and her counter, but he manages to get one, and now the advantage because of it is heavily favoring Atrocity Exhibition. They get the orb too, and this Freya is not so healthy.
No, she's not looking so great, but she's trying to get her cooldowns, EX space to try and get the charge M1, but she finds the value. Chalt this time staying alive a lot longer, hitting the counter onto Freya though, gives everybody a shield. Wildebeest wanting to build up to an ultimate. Using Swarm whenever he gets a chance. Going in aggressively, getting the Alicia, but the Incapacitate will stop him from going too far. He has his ultimate. He's going to use it just to eat some cooldowns. Oh no!
Wildebeest burns his space, and this is now really bad as Flappy Penguin drops his ultimate. Man, that chunk! Wildebeest gets ruined! My God!
Completely destroyed! Alicia goes down to follow it. Anti-synergy at its maximum capacity.
Yeah,
oh no!
See, this is where Youngsung is so impressive, and I hate to reference them in a match they're not in, but that's the kind of thing we do not see from Youngsung. In that instance, Empath, Wildebeest kind of lost track of Chalt's cooldowns, so he tried to invest into Chalt to negate some of that damage to mitigate what the damage from Raigon would do, but Chalt had his space available, so since he didn't know and Alicia spaced away, Pestilus just got caught out and just died. Youngsung, they're the kind of team where we don't see them mismanage those cooldowns, and if you do, it's fatal.
Eing right past Freya, baiting out the counter and still getting E hit. Freezes down, Freya's losing cooldowns and they know it, they want to chase her down. The haste might not be enough. Both Ice Crowns out, both Ice Crowns explode. Oh man, the damage right now onto both melees. They're both struggling. Who's going to go down first? Fireblaze wants to stay alive. There's the ultimate. They find it on the Chalt. He's going to use it to sustain. That's not great. Luckily, Freya's going to be there to help secure the orb for them. All the CC onto.
I like that.
Oh my God! Literally, Wildebeest hasn't moved in like 8 seconds.
Man, Atrocity Exhibition are playing this so incredibly well. They now have center control, and the orb is spawning in just a couple seconds. Empath, they're going to have to push in and take this orb. They're going to need some aggression if they want to come back into this round, but they don't get it.
Freya, solo Augflosion, almost just dying to Time Bomb. Oh, baiting out the counter. That's it. The M1 for the finishing blow. Maybe killing Flappy Penguin for the cross kill? No, they won't be able to. Alicia goes down. Atrocity Exhibition. 5-0 sweep.
Yeah, that's not the outcome I expected, but regardless, it's the one we got. And Atrocity Exhibition are going to be the 2nd seed in Group B. That very nice for them moving into the playoff bracket. It is where they wanted to be, and it's where nobody expected them to be. I think Empath was the heavy favorite to be 2nd seed in Group B. And the fact that Atrocity Exhibition has turned it up over these past few weeks is very cool.
And with the Raigon pick, and I think the Raigon pick really showing his versatility with that extra support. And we've been seeing a lot of teams getting a little bit unique in the way that they're approaching how to help out their melee.
Right.
Because a lot of times a melee is just 5 seconds short from being godly, right? They just always have to make sure they rotate their cooldowns perfectly, but there's always going to be a big chunk of time where they're just going to eat damage.
Right.
And that's what their opponents are waiting for. But when you have people supporting them, when you have an Alicia really just helping out Raigon, like here's a shield, here's another shield from my E, here's some other stuff, you know, by the way, I'm going to freeze the person next to you and I'm going to M2 and you can help them with your M2. It'll give you time to get your EXM1 out because you're Raigon and now you're just going to keep supporting yourself.
Yep.
Watching that happen is sick, but I mentioned it. I don't know if you caught it. You probably did, and I don't want to discredit you. The amount of time that Wildebeest couldn't move.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He got CC'd quite a lot.
I want you guys to see the chain CC on this because this is what makes teams so strong. This is what can, just being able to be aware of knowing, and it was to their support. It was Wildebeest to their support, so that means there's no heals for like, I don't even want to know how much time.
And it's not like they were running with a Croak or somebody that could self-sustain.
Yeah.
They needed that healing from the Pestilus, so the fact that he was disabled for so long, so round-changing.
I mean, I think I lost track of it. It was like in-cap into freeze into one other thing. There was a whole bunch of it. So we're going to take a look at it in just 1 second. But even just to talk about how they lined up their damage as well, I was enthralled watching that Raigon. I know we're talking a little bit too much about Fireblaze probably.
No,
so don't get too much of a head.
He deserves it. He deserves it, honestly. He played incredibly well.
I mean, just even the Dragon Palm, right? I mean, it does a little bit of damage, but you're using it mostly from ability and utility. Just shoving people around, it gets frustrating. Yeah. Especially if they're casting something, it'll interrupt their cast. You have an M2 coming from Alicia, God. Oh, again, I can't do it again. You're smacked on the wall, you take a little bit of damage, and now he's right there in front of you. He's got the parry. So let's take a look at the replay. The chain CC. All right, just watch him. Let's watch Wildebeest, okay? He's up there. He's hanging out. He puts down the queen.
Yeah, he has to space over the wall.
He gets
here.
frozen. All right. Now what's he got to worry about? All right.
Oh, big damage onto Augflosion down bottom while all this is happening too, and I think this is where it begins.
Frozen again.
Yeah.
Frozen again.
Yeah, just so much CC. And
He's got the swarm. Doesn't really matter. He ends up just going, pretty much going down there. So from being frozen up top to being frozen again to being frozen again, he ends up just going down. I thought there was an incap in there, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah,
I thought Rygon snuck one in there.
Yeah, we talked about it though, and on the other side, Augflosion on the Freya with no self-sustain, he was getting no healing, so that means even if the Rygon is trading unfavorably, he has the Pestilus behind him, so he's getting some healing, and meanwhile, Augflosion was just losing health, and he inevitably died. But beautiful CC and great heads-up play from Flappy Penguin, understanding that he could chain CC in that instance.